Information on most adoptions is sealed and then filed away. Today, a wonderful event that's been going on for over a decade in Hamilton County was very much public. Judge Jim Cissell presided over the 8th annual mass adoption ceremony. Local 12 News reporter Jaffe was lucky enough to be there as well. Rich.
Rob, as you know, we spend a lot of time covering things that happen in courtrooms, and they are generally not happy things. But this was a wonderfully different kind of courtroom event with a much happier than usual outcome. Rather than something that tears a family apart, this builds them. The joy of this event was unmistakable. 6 families giving permanent, loving homes to 10 new junior family members. The families and the kids coming in all shapes, sizes, and colors. None of those things mattering a bit. David Schofield is a Cincinnati police sergeant. Today, he introduced his new daughter, Sydney Mae Schofield, to the world.
And in my line of work, I see the need and how urgent the need is in the community. And so it was something that we just thought it's something that our family could do and that we should do.
David's wife says Sydney was a little bit of a surprise.
This was nothing like we expected. We never expected a baby, and it was just a pleasant surprise, and it's been such a blessing in our lives, and she's become part of our family.
Some families were adopting 1 child, some 2. The Watsons took top prize, 4, all under the age of 8.
You don't always know what you're going to get with a foster child, but you can guarantee you're going to get a child that will love you when you give them the love that they need.
Retiring Judge Jim Cissell has been officiating at these glorious events for over a decade. This is his last one. He worries about the drugs and abuse that bring the kids to his courtroom.
I often wonder, how things develop 10, 15 years down the line, whether those things catch up with them or whether their bonding with their new family has been such that they can overcome those problems.
I don't think he has to worry at all about this family.
It's just what I was supposed to do.
Jace, whose mom was on heroin, is Kristen Castile's 4th adopted child. I asked her if there was room for any more.
We're okay for right now, but again, my best answer for that would be I never say never.
Now, I'll bet that Kristen will probably find room for another one at some point. And wouldn't it be nice if some of those kids that got adopted early on in front of Judge Cissell maybe wrote him a letter and said, hey, we're doing just fine? Just suggesting.
So how does this begin? Is it with fostering?
In most of these cases, the kids indeed ended up with these folks as foster parents, but in many of the cases, they said they really weren't expecting to adopt them. It just was the way the love grew, and when finally they got asked, what are you going to say?
What a great story. And have you ever seen a happier moment in a courtroom in your life?
Never. It was a treat all the way around.
Rich, thanks very much. Judge Cissell has had a long career of public service, as many of you know. He was the U.S. Attorney for many years, a Cincinnati City Council member and Vice Mayor, as well as Clerk of Courts. His last day as probate judge will be January 31st. We wish him the best.